If this revelation is coming, it doesn't mean that it is permanent. This is the revelation that mantra or that meditation has given you. Now you need to imbibe that character, that personality. You have to embody that character within. Depending on your clarity of heart, the more layering you have removed from yourself, the more you can feel that presence within yourself. These days, we see a lot of people are practicing a lot of sadhanas, lot of spiritual practices, lot of worshipping, lot of pujas, and lot of different ways of praying to the God and getting connected with the God, or reaching to the highest level of your vibration or your soul. But are you able to do that? Are you able to reach to that fullest potential through your sadhana, or is something lacking there? And do you even know what is lacking in your sadhana? Or is there somebody who is really guiding you to reach that highest level? Because if you are properly following your practice, each day you will evolve, and each day will take you to the next level. But if it is not happening, then something is missing in your sadhana, in your worship, or in your prayer. And what is that? For example, let's take a deity. If you're worshipping a deity, how are you doing? You're worshipping him, or you're remembering him, you're getting connected with him or her. But why? Do you know his characteristic? Have you even tried to know about that character that you're worshipping, that god that you're worshipping? What are his characters, his or her characters? Have you ever tried to know that? And if you have tried to know that, have you ever followed it, or you have practiced it in your nature? Because taking the name of Rama, 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 Krishna, 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 or God, God, or Jesus, or Allah, whatever you're worshipping, or whatever you're, taking name of, are you able to imbibe their qualities in yourself, in your life? Because that is the true worshipping or true sadhana that is required. Japas and meditating on their names and everything reveals the meaning of their names, reveals their true essence, their values, their character to us. And we feel those things sometimes within us, because those comes as a revelation from those sadhana that we do. But if they are revealing something to you, and you're getting to know it or realizing it, but still, if you're not practicing those attributes in your life, you are somewhere becoming stagnant in your growth into that sadhana. Because instead of following those attributes or those new realization that came through those practices, you are still attached to your old practice and just performing that and that, because that practice gave you some little output, but you didn't follow the output that was given to you. Because with your sadhana you get the next step. It's not that your sadhana is the permanent thing that you need to follow. With your sadhana, you don't know that whether you are doing things right or wrong. But when you do some particular sadhana, the god try to help you, and he gives you knowledge. He gives you the new ways of doing it, or to the new ways of understanding and practicing it. But what happens to us is we go in our ego that we found these many results or these many outcomes through this sadhana only, so we will stick to the sadhana, and we get attached to the sadhana. But the thing is, those results came out so that you can move further using those new understandings or new results or new awakening that you got through it. So that new awakening will be your next path to move forward. So the main thing is that when you're doing your sadhana, you will get to know some characteristics or some revelation of the truth. So once you know it, you need not to claim the world that I know the truth or I know something now through my sadhana. No, you have to practice it within yourself and see how it is helping you or what changes it is bringing in your life. Because if in your sadhana you realize the true meaning of love, or you realize the true essence of truth, or you realized the true meaning of this sensitivity or kindness, and these are the qualities of the deities, the eternal truth, and all those things. And if you realize it, you have to practice that truth in your life, that kindness in your life. You have to be loving in your life, and that love should come from within, and it should not be superficial thing. So all these things you have to practice. And once you practice all this, for example, if you're worshipping Krishna, Krishna says you have to live a renounced order of life where you're not getting attached to anything in your life. Are you doing that? Or you're getting attached to even the technique you're following to worship Krishna? Krishna says that I am in your heart. Are you finding him in your heart, or you're still watching him in the stones, in the sculptures, in the idols? Krishna says that whosoever uh, the true the true person who is connected with me, he sees me in everything, and is I am always within him. Are you able to see him in everything? No. If you're if you're worshipping Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva has getting many avatars, Karuna avatar. It is the quality Karuna, love. It's deep love. He is always in the meditative posture. Lord Shiva is always seen in the meditative posture. But you are doing Shiv, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You're jumping the mantras. What he is doing, he is meditating. Did you meditate? Are you meditating? Because when I was doing my practice of Lord Shiva, I was worshipping his idol, and soon that realization came within that I am worshipping an idol, and I need to feel him within, or I need to do manas puja, I need to do manan, I need to meditate on Shiva. This was a revelation that came to me, and then I started meditating on him, and I closed all the idols and everything. The temple was closed in my house, that no more idol worship, because I need to find him within. I started meditating on him within. I started his manas puja, and I reached to such a level where I could feel his presence in each and everything, in each and everything that I could feel, and I was able to, even if I was touching a mic, I was feeling the love of touching the God. Even touching this, I am feeling the love of touching God. Touching myself, I am feeling the God. This will be the revelation, and it is coming. It means that it is, if this revelation is coming, it doesn't mean that it is permanent. This is the revelation that mantra or that meditation has given you. Now you need to imbibe that character, that personality. You have to embody that character within. You have to feel it within yourself, and that's how you progress further. Now when you have done that, a craving will come from within you to connect with that God, because the God has shown you his presence in everything. You you had that moment for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or a whole day, or for an hour. It is in you, that for how long you carried that essence within you. Then later you have to practice it, get more and more closer to it. And then when you're getting more and more closer to it, you your craving is increasing, because you know that he is there. You have felt him, somewhere seen him everywhere. Now you need to get more closer to that guy who's there, and you do everything to attain him. You do everything, whatever is there, you find more about him. A lot of characteristic, like Lord Shiva says that atmaglani, the guilt, is the bad thing for a person. So you have to find within yourself if there are any guilt of past lives, or if this life you're carrying. You have to meditate on that as well. So many things you need to clear out from within you when you are worshipping a particular deity, because that deity is carrying so many characters, and you have to meditate on each one of those character to finally merge with that deity. And if you want to go beyond, then you have to connect to the ultimate being, the ultimate God, and you cannot name that which is ultimate. It is ultimate. So That's what happens. And when I was practicing my Lord Shiva practice, I reached to a certain level where I just said, now destroy me. I've, nothing is left for me. I'm not able to. I know you're everywhere, I know everything, I can see you in everything, but what next now? What should I do next? Because I became stagnant somewhere and I was not able to find the next way. Even after feeling his presence everywhere, I didn't know what to do next because I was doing everything on my own. And I became a little egoistic about it that I have got so many attainments by, worshipping Lord Shiva. That it is my Lord Shiva. But it was an ego, and I didn't know that. And that's where a message came to me that new tools are coming for you. And I didn't know what those new tools are because I was just doing Mahadev Manas Puja with him. And then I got introduced to heartfulness meditation. And it was a meditation on heart, and not just meditation, it was the Guru who was transmitting energy. When we meditate on our heart, he was transmitting his energy so that we can go more deeper into our sadhana through his energy, because he knows that if we are practicing on our own, we will develop ego, and that ego will kill our sadhana. And to go beyond that, we need to bow our head to somebody who is to that highest peak, and we have to feel that he is doing everything for us, so that that ego doesn't develop within us. And that guru, he through his transmission is helping you protect your energy and not letting that layering of ego come around you. With his energy, he is transmitting to you, and he is cleaning all the unnecessary layerings of, you know, the grossness or the layering of the material world that we get introduced to on daily basis. Those are getting cleaned through that guru. So once I got that new tools are coming for me, I I was open that something new is coming and I have to follow that. And that's where my I somewhere became less egoistic, that no, my sadhana is giving me results, but somewhere it has become stagnant and I need to look up to something new. And then I got introduced to heartfulness and to the Guru Daji, and I couldn't trust that person because I was so much egoistic that I will do myself. But somewhere, though he was making everybody meditate on heart, to for me, that in those people, 80,000 people, when I was sitting and meditating, I could only find those mantras coming out of me from within when I meditated on heart, and they all gone away. And I realized that now the time for mantra is also gone. So the idol worship was gone. Then I was doing Manas Puja and mantras. Mantras were gone. The Manas Puja was also gone. And I found the Guru. And then even I tried to do that Manas Puja and those mantras in the night after getting that meditative initiation on heart. When I meditated on Lord Shiva, I instead of seeing Lord Shiva, because whenever you do, you see his presence in front of you, and I saw the presence of the Guru. And then the inner voice says from within that this is the voice of your soul that comes from within, and it is connected with the God. If you go deeper into your sadhana, you get a connection with your soul, and you're connected with that soul, and that soul is connected with God always, and you get the communications whenever you go deeper. So I was meditating, I was doing the Manas Puja of Shiva, and in that presence, Lord Shiva has disappeared, and Daji, my current guru, he has taken place. And the inner voice of my heart coming from within is saying that you, it is the voice through the Lord Shiva only, and that came from within, that says that you have found me in everything. When you have found me in everything, when you are able to love everything as me, then now this guru is the me that I give you, and from here I will show you the path. But are you able to love me, the guru that I'm seeing? Are you able to, will you be able to love me, the guru, with that much of love that you did for me? And it was a test for me. I knew it was a test for me, and it came from within. And it took me 2 days. I have to leave Shiva, the thinking of mind of Shiva. When you do particular sadhana, you get too much attached to the deity. But as for Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans as well, there was the test at the end where he had to cut Kali in his meditation. He had to cut Kali in his meditation. Why? Because he needed to go beyond that deity, and then only the real truth gets revealed. And same manner, I think somewhere that test was for me to leave that Lord Shiva, because he has already disappeared from the presence of my sadhana, and the Guru has already taken the place in that presence in my sadhana. But still, there was something of my attachment to Lord Shiva that I needed to break, and it took me 2 3 days to break that, and completely it got shedded from my system. It took 15 days to a month, I think. Slowly, all the you know mantras or everything was getting shedded off, because whenever some event happens, you say Om Namah Shivaya, because it suddenly comes out of you. So it is so within you that it comes out. But you need to leave all those things, because now you have got the path. And for everybody, the final stage is to get the guru, because to the level we want to reach, to the level we want to go, nobody can go without the help of a guru. You can get up to a certain level alone, and you can enjoy there for your whole life. But if you know there is something more and beyond, then you will need a help of Guru. As even Ramakrishna, who was able to communicate with Ma Kali every day, and he was so much enjoying that communication with Ma Kali, feeding her and talking to her. He also got introduced to the Guru, who told him that you are at a good level, but you have to go beyond, and you have to transcend your this condition as well. And that's why he told him to go into meditative state, and whenever Kali comes, Ma Kali comes in his uh, sadhana, he has to now uh, take the knife and cut her. Why? Because he needed to transcend these idols, these deities. They are forms to lead you to the God, but you don't need to get attached to that as well. So don't get attached to your sadhana, your techniques, or your deity, because someday you have to leave them, and be prepared. I knew that I will have to leave Shiva, because this was something told that I understood from uh, hearing Osho all my life. And it was easy for me to leave Lord Shiva, because I knew that I will have to leave him someday. And that message came from him only, that you have to leave me now. And now I'm meditating on my heart, and I'm going deeper, I'm deep diving into my own ocean of abundance, of wisdom, of abundance, of purity, of abundance of that godliness that is within me. Because in Gita, Krishna says that I am in your heart. So he is in my heart. Now I have to deep dive into that thing within me. And I'm doing that. I'm realizing it daily. So you take your practice, do your practice, and once you have found that now you're getting stagnant, follow the next step. Because from practicing idols, you move to mantras, or you move to japas, and then you have to somewhere move to that manan thing and meditating on the name of the deity or meditating on that, and then you have to leave the deity and you have to just do the meditation. And if you think you are not able to do meditation and you need help, you can definitely download the app Heartfulness, where it's we there are people who help you with meditation through the powers of the guru. Transmission is given to you so that your meditation can get intense and you can feel that state of samadhi. Samadhi is not a permanent thing, it is also a state. You can enjoy that, but you have to go beyond that as well. And in heartfulness it is so easy to get that state. You can experience it, in that meditation within a 6 months or within 1 month, within a day, depending on your clarity of heart. The more layering you have removed from yourself, the more you can feel that presence within yourself. And you can deep dig into that samadhi state and bring out some purity for yourself. So just don't get stagnant in your sadhana. If you're getting the next step, if you're getting the next knowledge or next wisdom or next understanding, move to it. Do not get stick to anything. Getting attached to anything is falling into the ditch. So that you have to take care. Pranam.